Today, we're diving into a concept that's absolutely fundamental to learning, to growth, and to wisdom itself. We're talking about intellectual humility. You've probably heard this quote a million times, right? It's a classic, for sure. But there's a real depth to it that's worth unpacking. So what does this actually mean for us day to day? We're going to break down that whole journey, from that initial burst of confidence to a much deeper curiosity, and see what it tells us about what it means to truly understand something. Every journey has to start somewhere. And the funny thing is, when it comes to learning, that starting point is often a place of super high confidence. Just think about the last time you picked up a new skill or got into a new topic. In that first phase, with just a little bit of information, it is so easy to feel like you've got it all figured out. You feel like an expert in the making, right? And this chart just visualizes that perfectly. It's this strange paradox, isn't it? When your actual factual knowledge is low, your confidence can be sky high. It's easy to feel certain when you haven't yet seen all the complexity that's hiding just beneath the surface. But that peak of confidence, it doesn't last forever. As you keep going down the path, you hit this critical turning point, and the whole landscape of what you know just begins to shift. You start digging a little deeper, you push past all the basics, and that's when the real transformation starts to happen. You know that feeling you solve a problem, or you finally grasp a new concept, you get an answer to a question that's been bugging you, and you get that little rush of progress? But that answer, it's not the end of the line. Not at all, because every single piece of knowledge you gain doesn't just fill a gap. Instead, it reveals a dozen more gaps you never even knew were there. The horizon of what you don't know expands way faster than the little bit of territory that you do. This whole experience basically forces us to get a new compass, one that helps us tell the difference between two really important but very different ideas. So first step, you've got knowledge. This one's pretty straightforward, right? It's the accumulation of data. It's the collection of facts and information. It's the what. But then there's wisdom. And wisdom, it's not about knowing everything. In fact, you could say it's the total opposite. It's that deep awareness of just how little you actually know. It's accepting your own limitations. So the key difference is this. Knowledge gathers facts. It feels certain. It has the answers. But wisdom asks questions. It's comfortable with uncertainty. And most important of all, it stays curious. It's a shift away from needing to be right and toward wanting to understand. So why does any of this matter? Well, embracing this kind of intellectual humility isn't just some philosophical thought exercise. It comes with some really powerful real-world advantages. Simply acknowledging that you don't have all the answers actively makes you better at navigating the world, both in your personal life and professionally. I mean, think about it. When you accept your limitations, you automatically become a better listener because you actually value what other people have to say. Your critical thinking gets sharper because you question your own assumptions. And this helps you build stronger relationships, make smarter decisions, adapt to change, and ultimately, it's how you solve those really complex problems that don't have easy answers. And this is really the core of it all. True wisdom isn't about pretending to be the expert in the room. It's about staying curious and being open to learning from anyone, anywhere, at any time. And that brings us to our final and maybe most liberating idea. If the horizon of knowledge just goes on forever, then we really have to reframe what it even means to learn in the first place. Seeing how much you don't know shouldn't be discouraging. It's not a wall that's stopping your progress. You have to see it as an open invitation. It's this huge, endless field of discovery, just waiting for you to go out and explore it. True lifelong learning isn't a race to some finish line that doesn't even exist. It's a continuous, repeating cycle. You learn something new, and that new thing allows you to see the vast unknown even more clearly. Well, that fuels your curiosity, which then drives you to go learn again. It's a journey where the process itself is the real reward. Which leaves us with one final thought. Embracing intellectual humility really just means giving yourself permission to be a beginner. So I'll ask you, what's one thing you're ready to be curious about, to explore, and to not have all the answers for? The journey is waiting.